I was only 4 or 5 years old at the time. My parents had just separated, and my mom and I were living in a small, two-bedroom apartment. It wasn't much, but it was home, or so I thought. Our rooms were at the end of a hallway, directly across from each other. My room felt lonely at night, so I'd often crawl into bed with my mom. Her room felt safe. It was summer, and the heat was unbearable. My mom had left the window open, right behind the bed, above the headboard, to let the night air in. That night, I woke up suddenly. Something felt off. My cat wasn't in bed with us, which was strange because he always slept at our feet. When I sat up, I saw him sitting in the doorway. His eyes were locked on my bedroom, unblinking. And then, he meowed. I didn't think much of it at first. Maybe he was just being curious. But when I turned to wake my mom, something in the back of my mind told me not to. I hesitated for just a moment. When I finally nudged her awake, whispering, "Mom, something's wrong," we both turned to look at the doorway again. And that's when we saw him. A man was standing there. I couldn't see his face, but I could see the outline of his body. Tall, lean, and completely still. He wasn't startled by us. He didn't run. He just stood there as if he was deciding what to do next. I don't know how she did it, but my mom reacted instantly. She grabbed me and threw me out the window, right through the screen. It was only a few feet to the ground, but it felt like forever before I hit the grass. I heard her land right behind me, and before I could even process what had happened, she was screaming for help. The police came quickly. They searched the apartment but found no signs of forced entry. The front door was unlocked, but my mom swore she had locked it. Deadbolt, chain lock, everything. The man was gone, and the only evidence he left behind was the feeling of dread that lingered in the air. A week later, things got even stranger. My mom was cleaning the kitchen when she decided to check the water heater closet, a small space we rarely used. Inside, she found a notebook. It was filled with names and drawings, dark, disturbing sketches. She also found a pair of gloves and some gum wrappers. She called the police again, and this time they had a theory. They believed he had been in our apartment the entire time, hiding, waiting for us to fall asleep. The thought still haunts me. He had been there, in my space, blending into the silence of the night. I still don't know who he was or what he wanted. But the idea that someone could be watching you, right now, hidden in the dark corners of your home, sends a chill down my spine. So, if you're watching this, take a moment. Check your locks, look over your shoulder. Because you never know who or what might be waiting for you to close your eyes.